Alrighty guys, this was the case half that was broke, and it was the mate to this one, and I machined that one out, and then I don't know what I was thinking or whatever, but my jig went crooked, so it cut it crooked, and I'm too thin here, and I really don't like how thin I am here, so this case half is junk, but it was broke to begin with, so I'm not too terribly upset about it. I dug through everything I got, and I have, this is an 046 case half, a little bit older model. The bolt hole's messed up here, but I think I got an idea for that. I'm either going to TIG that up, or I'm going to tap it out, thread a bolt in, and then cut it off flush, drill it, and then put the right size bolt in it. But this one's got the ear on it. I got to take just a little bit out. I got to be careful not to make sure I get it centered right, and I got to grind a little bit here. But I'm pretty sure this case half will work. Sure looks like it'll work. It'll be way off color, but this whole thing's an experiment anyway. I did end up having to grind the rod, because I just didn't want to cut it. I kept cutting and cutting on this case, and then I actually bored that's what these black marks are. I went in and cut just the center section and then blended it together, but I do got this going around and clearing, so it's tight. We are going to be boxing this up and putting it off to the side until my parts come in. They've got a whole slew of pistons ordered. I have a sneaky suspicion finding a piston for this is going to be pretty hard. The deck heights are just way different, and the connecting rod is way longer on this. Almost by half a hole there. So when I set a jug on here with the piston that came with the big bore kit, it comes up 3/8 of an inch or so, maybe more. Can't cut that much out of the chamber, and you most definitely can't cut that much off the top of the piston. So I dug around and checked out some other pistons, and they still not going to work. But I got a couple other ones ordered, and if it's looking like a Dalmar piston might be a big bore Dalmar piston might be the best option at this point in time. I don't know what other. It's 54 millimeter. I've got some Husky pistons coming. Got a couple other steel pistons coming, and hopefully we can figure it out. If not, I might end up having to build a spacer to space the jug out. And if I gotta build, if I gotta build a spacer, I'm just gonna build it for a 660 piston. Or maybe that Husqvarna piston. might do the Husqvarna piston. If I got to build a spacer, we might go with the Husqvarna piston, because it's one ring. It's in the center. So, yep. Downside with doing that, intake's rubber. It should flex enough. My top cover will be a little different height, and muffler won't line up, but maybe we'll just build a pipe for it. I don't know. I really want to build this stroker. I don't want to give up on it. I've put uber's amounts of time into it already, and just getting this far has been a feat. So it's getting closer. Now I can show you. This is the piston that came with the kit, and its deck height is shorter than this is 660. The 660 piston's even taller by about the width of a ring. Just so you guys get some idea what kind of issues I'm going to be running into. I gotta bore the case out too to clearance the piston, but so yeah, it's already hitting. That's probably 5/16 of an inch right there or so. Most definitely cannot cut that much out of the chamber and off the top of the piston. This is a Dalmar big bore piston right here, and it's shorter than this by about a ring, so it's about 2 rings width shorter than a 660. But the skirts are really skinny on this. I wouldn't be able to go much on porting with it. Now we're about 1/4 of an inch or so. So it's, if I can't find anything with a shorter deck height than that, then I'm hoping I can cut enough out of the chamber, maybe do a skim off the piston, and then maybe build like a 1mm spacer or something. I don't know. I'll figure it out. I'd like to keep the spacer as short as possible, just for fitment of the other parts of the saw. Like I said, I'm having fun doing this. It's kind of a head scratcher. Once I get what piston sorted out that I'm going to run, like I said, I got a whole bunch of pistons coming, and I'll be more interested to hear your guys' idea if there's some piston that's 54mm that I'm just unaware of right now. Mention it in the comments. We will see what we can do here, but until then I think I'm going to box this thing up and try to get the shop somewhat cleaned up, and then try to get everything laid out so we can start on that series for the 460 build. So the stroker will get put on hold, but I'm going to call this a video here. You guys take it easy.